2,
3,
4,
5,
6.
Okay, today I will be informing you about the budget cuts that are currently going on throughout the state of Texas. The state of Texas is currently undergoing a severe budget cuts in many different aspects, but who is being affected by these budget cuts the most? You'd probably be surprised by the answer. The answer is the public education. Education in Texas is being cut short with little notice and is causing a big controversy throughout the entire state. It's happening all over Texas, but I will be focusing more on the Houston and local school districts around in the state, and how the budget cut is affecting the teachers, of course, but most of all the students. Before I go more into detail, I will be explaining on why this is happening in the first place. The lawmakers of the state of Texas are trying to solve ways that will help with the budget and tax raising crisis throughout the state. The biggest effect of this budget is that the state cannot afford any longer to pay for the public education. However, to make sure that taxes do not get raised, they have made the decision to cut costs among education. I found on the website called www.impactnews.com that Texas Governor Rick Perry is calling a budget decrease of $10 billion amongst education for the next 2 years. For just alone the Cy-Fair Independent School District, this translates to a $16 to $116 million revenue shortfall each year until 2013. Included in this revenue fall is a state reduction about the expenditures and more. And here on this chart, I have provided you what the revenue shortfall looks like and what will look like after the 2013 school year is over. As you can tell, for the 2011 and 2012 school year, the revenue shortfall will already be at $15,903,000. And by the time 2013 rolls around, it will only be at $5,803,000. Concluding this information, it is estimated that nearly 2,500 teachers just alone in the Cy-Fair Independent School District will have to be laid off to meet these new budget costs. Even though faculty members were warned of the cuts, they are still being surprised with how many teachers actually are having to be cut. There has been a small amount of people who actually say none of this will really cause a big problem amongst education. However, those people are not really thinking about the children and their future. There are many issues that have been brought up about what will happen to schools if everything that is being said actually falls through. One thing that keeps coming up is how the children will actually learn if this many teachers are having to be cut. This answer is simple. Even though teachers are being cut, the students will still go to school and have their daily routine. However, the only thing that will change extensively is their classroom size. I have also provided you a chart for that, and it shows you that in the 2010-2011 school year, the teacher-to-student ratio is 1 teacher per 20 to 22 students. And when the 2011 school year is over, all the years after that will be 1 teacher to 25 to 30 students. This is causing a lot of fear amongst parents because they want to know how their children are supposed to learn if their kids are not getting as much one-on-one time as they would if there were only 20 to 22 students in their classroom. Parents have many answers, however, the state of Texas is giving them no true answers. Even with it just being the beginning of the budget cuts cost, there have already been rallies amongst the state. The most important one and biggest one yet was the one in Austin Capitol in late March to early April. According to the Texas Tribune website, teachers, parents, faculty members, and even students have come to the Capitol to rally to make sure that their thoughts on the budget cuts, mainly about the decrease in education, would be noticed. It was stated that the rally crowds were shooting and shouting, "They say cut back, we say fight back." All the ralliers made it clear to the state of Texas that they wanted justice for their public education. People not just in Houston, but all throughout Texas, have been trying to ask why can't they use what they call the rainy day fund. The rainy day fund is basically a savings fund that sets aside revenue for emergencies such as this one in the budget cost. Parents and teachers just want justice, not only for themselves, but their children and their future. Everyone is trying to prevent the worst from happening, but only time will tell with the severe budget cuts. Education is something that every child needs, but with these cuts happening, the future holds no promises to what the children and their future will look like. Okay, are there any questions?
Me.
Yes.
Are teachers given options of what they want to do before they start laying everyone off?
Yes, teachers actually have been given the option that they can either resign or retire before they actually start doing the cuts. Are there any other questions?
I have one.
Yes.
Is this just happening in Texas?
No, this is not just happening in Texas. However, this is just currently a big controversy that has been started in Texas. And any last questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are the student-teacher ratios going to stay the same after the year 2013?
They're not quite sure on that yet. They think it will stay to 25 to 30. However, if the raise and the taxes go down, the classroom size will go down, but they're just not sure until the